Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right for your skin? Buying the creams, testing the serums, following the routines, and still something feels missing? What if the real problem isn't what you're putting on your skin, but what you're not putting inside your body? Because here's something most people never realize. Your skin doesn't start on the surface. It starts deep inside your cells. And right now, there are simple foods, fruits you probably already know, that are quietly acting like internal skin care, boosting collagen, protecting your cells, slowing down aging from within. But almost no one is using them this way. In this video, you're going to discover 10 powerful fruits that can transform your skin from the inside out. And some of them might completely change how you think about aging. In fact, number 3 works like a natural internal moisturizer your skin instantly recognizes. And number 1? Most people underestimate it, but it may be one of the most powerful anti-aging secrets nature has ever created. Once you see this, you won't look at skincare the same way again. Here's the truth most skincare brands won't tell you. Your skin is not just something you treat, it's something your body builds. Every glow, every line, every change you see in the mirror is the result of processes happening deep inside you, at a cellular level. And when those processes are supported, your skin reflects it. But when they're not, no cream in the world can fully compensate. That's why, in many traditional cultures, beauty was never just about what you apply. It was about what you nourish. From Mediterranean diets rich in citrus and grapes, to tropical regions where fruits like papaya and mango are part of daily life, there's a pattern. People who naturally eat in a way that supports their body often age differently, not perfectly, not magically, but consistently better. And now modern science is starting to catch up, showing how specific compounds in fruits can activate collagen production, reduce oxidative stress, improve hydration, and even protect your skin from internal damage. So this isn't about trends. It's not about expensive solutions. It's about something simple, powerful, and often overlooked. If you've ever felt like you're taking care of your skin but not seeing the full result, this might be the missing piece. And if you want to start understanding how your body really works, how to support it instead of fighting it, consider subscribing. Because once you learn how to work with your biology, everything starts to change. Now, let's begin. Number 1, strawberries, the collagen awakener. Strawberries are one of the most underestimated fruits when it comes to skin. Most people see them as just something sweet, refreshing, maybe even indulgent, but rarely as something functional. And that's exactly where the mistake begins. Because beneath that soft texture and bright color, strawberries carry something your skin deeply depends on: vitamin C, in levels that are often higher than oranges. And this matters more than most people realize, because collagen, the protein responsible for firmness, elasticity, that youthful structure of your skin, cannot be produced efficiently without it. In other words, you can apply collagen on your skin all you want, but if your body doesn't have the building blocks to create it internally, the effect will always be limited. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Strawberries are also rich in antioxidants, like anthocyanins, which help neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that accelerate skin aging at a cellular level. Think of it like this. Every day, your skin is exposed to invisible stress, pollution, sun, internal inflammation. And over time, that stress accumulates, silently. What strawberries do is help your body buffer that damage. Not instantly, not dramatically, but consistently, and that's the kind of change that actually lasts. In traditional diets, fruits like strawberries weren't consumed as treats. They were part of a seasonal rhythm, a natural way to restore what the body needed. And maybe that's something we've lost. So how can you use this in a real simple way? You don't need anything complicated. A handful of fresh strawberries in the morning, blended into a smoothie, or even eaten alone consistently a few times a week, is enough to start sending a different signal to your body, a signal of repair, of rebuilding, of support. Because the truth is, your skin is always listening to what you feed it. And strawberries? They whisper one thing over and over again: build. Number 2, oranges. The hydration signal. Your skin understands oranges are often associated with immunity, vitamin C, cold season, basic health. But when it comes to skin, most people completely overlook their deeper role, because hydration isn't just about drinking water. You can drink liters every day and still feel like your skin looks dull, tired, or slightly empty. Why? Because true hydration doesn't happen at the surface level. It happens when your cells are able to retain water. And this is where oranges quietly stand out. They're not just water-rich fruits. They contain bioflavonoids and electrolytes that help your body actually use that water more efficiently. In simple terms, they don't just add hydration. They improve how your body distributes it, and your skin feels that difference. There's a reason why citrus fruits have been part of traditional diets in regions known for longevity and vibrant skin, especially in Mediterranean cultures. Not as a beauty hack, but as a daily, almost invisible habit. Something consistent, something natural. Now, from a scientific perspective, it goes even deeper. The vitamin C in oranges supports collagen synthesis, yes, but combined with flavonoids, it also helps reduce oxidative stress and supports microcirculation, which means better nutrient delivery to your skin, and better delivery means better repair. Think of it like this: it's not just about what you consume, it's about what actually reaches your cells, and oranges help open that pathway. So how can you bring this into your routine? It can be as simple as starting your day with a fresh orange, or adding it between meals instead of something processed. Even fresh juice, in moderation, can be a powerful tool if it's part of a consistent rhythm. Because, again, this isn't about intensity, it's about repetition. Small signals sent daily, and over time your skin begins to respond. Not with a sudden transformation, but with something more subtle and more real. A kind of quiet vitality. Because when your body finally understands how to hydrate itself properly, your skin stops asking for help. It starts reflecting balance. Number 3, watermelon. The internal moisturizer. Most people think of watermelon as just water. Refreshing, light. Something you eat on a hot day, but not something you associate with real skin transformation. And that's exactly why it's so powerful. Because what looks simple on the surface is often doing something much deeper inside your body. Watermelon is made of more than 90% water? Yes. But that's not the real story. The real story is how that water is delivered. Unlike plain water, which can pass through your system quickly, watermelon comes structured with natural sugars, electrolytes, and compounds that help your cells actually absorb and retain hydration. And one of those compounds is lycopene. Now, lycopene is the same antioxidant found in tomatoes, but in watermelon it comes in a form that's incredibly easy for your body to use. And here's what makes it fascinating. Lycopene has been shown to help protect the skin from internal oxidative damage caused by UV exposure, not replace sunscreen, but support your skin from the inside out. Almost like a subtle, continuous layer of protection your body builds on its own. So instead of only reacting to damage, your skin becomes more resilient to it. And that changes everything. Because aging isn't just about time. It's about accumulated stress your body couldn't fully neutralize. Watermelon helps reduce that load, gently, consistently. Now think about this. Most skincare products try to hydrate your skin from the outside, but hydration applied externally is temporary. It sits on the surface. What watermelon does is something completely different. It helps your skin hold water from within. And when that happens, your skin doesn't just look hydrated, it becomes hydrated. So how do you use it? Simple. Eat it fresh, especially earlier in the day. On its own, so your body can absorb it efficiently. A few times a week is enough to start noticing a difference. No complexity, no overthinking, just consistency. Because sometimes what your skin has been asking for isn't another product, it's a signal. And watermelon sends it clearly. Restore. Number 4. Blueberries. The age-slowing shield. Blueberries are often labeled as healthy, antioxidants, superfood, good for you. But that label almost made people underestimate them. Because what blueberries actually do inside your body goes far beyond healthy. They operate at the level where aging begins, not on the surface, not just in appearance, but at the level of your cells. Here's why. Blueberries are one of the richest sources of anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants responsible for their deep blue color. And these compounds don't just float around your system doing general good, they actively help protect your cells from oxidative stress, one of the main drivers of premature aging. Now let's simplify this. Every day, your body produces free radicals from stress, from pollution, from normal metabolism, and over time, these molecules damage your cells, including your skin cells. That's what slowly breaks down collagen. That's what reduces elasticity. That's what accelerates the visible signs of aging. Blueberries help interrupt that process, not by stopping time, but by slowing the damage. And this is where it gets even more interesting. Some studies suggest that regular consumption of berries is associated with better skin aging markers and overall cellular resilience. Meaning, your skin doesn't just look better, it functions better. And when your skin functions better, everything changes: texture, tone, recovery, glow. Now think about traditional diets again. In regions where berries grow naturally, they were consumed frequently, almost instinctively, not as a trend, but as part of a rhythm the body understands. And maybe that's what we're rediscovering now, something simple that was always there. So how can you use blueberries in your routine? A small handful daily or a few times a week is enough. You can add them to yogurt, smoothies, or eat them alone. No need for excess, because again, this isn't about intensity. It's about giving your body consistent protection, layer by layer, day after day, because aging doesn't happen all at once, and neither does preservation. And blueberries? They send a very clear message to your cells. Protect. Number 5. Mango. The glow activator. Mango is often seen as indulgent, sweet, tropical, almost like a treat. But what if that natural sweetness is actually a signal your body knows exactly how to use? Because when it comes to skin, mango does something most people don't expect. It helps your skin renew itself at a deeper level. Mango is rich in beta-carotene, a precursor of vitamin A. And vitamin A plays a critical role in skin regeneration. It supports the turnover of skin cells, the process where old damaged cells are replaced by new ones. Now think about that for a moment. When this process slows down, which naturally happens with age, your skin can start to look dull, uneven, tired, not necessarily unhealthy, but lacking that natural radiance. That glow, people, try to recreate with products. What mango does is help your body restore that cycle from the inside. So instead of forcing a temporary brightness on the surface, your skin begins to generate it on its own. And this is where it gets even more interesting. In many tropical cultures, mango is consumed regularly during its season, not just for taste, but as part of a natural rhythm that aligns with the body's needs. Sun exposure increases, oxidative stress rises, and fruits like mango provide compounds that help the body adapt, almost like nature anticipating what your body will need next. Now, from a scientific perspective, Beta-carotene also acts as an antioxidant, helping protect skin cells while supporting their renewal. So it's not just about glow, it's about both protection and regeneration happening together. That combination is powerful. So how can you use mango in a simple way? Fresh mango a few times a week, on its own or combined with other fruits, is enough to start supporting this process. No need for extremes, because again, your body responds to patterns, not spikes. And over time, something subtle begins to shift. Your skin doesn't just look brighter, it looks more alive. Because when your cells renew properly, your appearance follows. And mango sends a message your body understands instantly. Renew. Number 6. Apples. The skin reset fruit apples are everywhere. Simple, familiar, almost invisible in their importance. And that's exactly why most people overlook what they actually do for your skin. Because apples don't act directly on the surface. They work in a place most people don't associate with beauty at all, your gut. And this is where things start to change. There's a growing understanding in science called the gut-skin connection, the idea that the state of your digestive system directly influences your skin, inflammation, imbalance, poor digestion. They don't stay hidden, they show up, sometimes as dullness, sometimes as breakouts, sometimes as that feeling that your skin just isn't clear. And apples quietly help reset that internal environment. They're rich in a type of soluble fiber called pectin. Now pectin acts like a gentle cleanser for your digestive system, helping regulate digestion, support beneficial gut bacteria, and improve elimination. And when your gut starts working better, your skin reflects that, not overnight, but steadily. Because your body is no longer dealing with the same internal stress. And here's something interesting. In many traditional cultures, apples were often consumed daily, not as a health trend, but as a simple habit that kept the body in balance. Something so basic. It didn't need explanation. And maybe that's why we forgot its power. From a biochemical perspective, apples also contain polyphenols, compounds that support antioxidant activity and reduce low-grade inflammation. So again, you're not just targeting one layer, you're supporting a system. Now think about this. Most people try to fix their skin from the outside without ever asking what's happening internally. But your body is constantly communicating, and your skin is one of its loudest messengers. So how can you use apples in a real practical way? Simple. 1 apple a day, especially with the skin, can already start making a difference. Morning or between meals tends to work best. No complexity, no protocol, just consistency. Because sometimes what your skin needs most is not another solution. It's a reset. And apples send that message clearly. Clean. Number 7. Pineapple. The natural exfoliation from within. When people think about exfoliation, they think about scrubs, acids, peeling treatments, something external, something applied directly to the skin. But what if part of that renewal process could begin inside your body? This is where pineapple becomes surprisingly powerful. Because pineapple contains an enzyme called bromelain, and bromelain does something very specific. It helps break down proteins. Now that might not sound directly related to your skin, but it changes everything. Because your body is constantly removing old, damaged cells and replacing them with new ones. And when that process slows down, dead cells can accumulate internally and externally. That's when skin starts to look uneven, textured, lacking clarity. Bromelain supports your body in clearing out what is no longer needed, gently, naturally, almost like helping your system let go of what's outdated. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Pineapple also has anti-inflammatory properties, which means it helps calm internal irritation, one of the hidden contributors to premature skin aging. So instead of aggressively removing layers from the outside, You're supporting renewal from the inside, a completely different approach. Now think about this contrast. External exfoliation forces a result. Internal support allows a result, and the body tends to respond better to what it recognizes. In tropical cultures, pineapple has long been used not just as food, but as a digestive aid and a natural cleanser. Again, something simple, something consistent, not a trend. From a practical perspective, using pineapple is easy. Fresh pineapple, not canned, a few times a week is enough to start supporting this process, especially between meals when your body can focus more on absorption. No need to overdo it. Because this is not about intensity. It's about allowing your body to do what it already knows how to do, just with a little more support. And over time, your skin begins to reflect that internal clarity, less heaviness, more smoothness, more light. Because when your body learns how to release what it doesn't need, your skin follows. And pineapple sends a simple but powerful signal. Renew by letting go. Number 8. Grapes. The longevity compound grapes might look small peak, but what they carry inside them is anything but. Because hidden in their skin, especially in darker varieties, there's a compound that has fascinated scientists for years, resveratrol. And this is where things start to go deeper than just healthy skin. Resveratrol is associated with cellular protection and longevity, not just slowing visible aging, but influencing how your cells respond to stress over time. Now let's simplify that. Your body is constantly dealing with micro damage from the environment, from metabolism, from daily life. And over time, that damage accumulates. That's what we call aging. But compounds like resveratrol help your cells become more resilient to that stress, almost like strengthening your internal defense system. And when your cells are more resilient, your skin reflects that, not in a dramatic overnight way, but in something more subtle and more powerful. Slower degradation, better recovery, more stability. And here's something interesting. The French paradox, a concept often discussed in nutrition, highlighted how certain populations consuming diets that included grapes and red wine showed unexpected markers of cardiovascular and overall health. Now, this isn't about alcohol, it's about the compounds naturally present in grapes, something nature has been offering all along. From a skin perspective, resveratrol also helps reduce oxidative stress and supports collagen preservation. So again, you're not just building, you're protecting what you've already built. And that combination changes the trajectory of aging. Now think about this. Most people focus on repairing damage after it appears. But what if you could reduce the rate at which that damage happens? That's what grapes begin to support. So how can you use them? A small portion of fresh grapes, preferably darker varieties a few times a week, is enough to start introducing this compound into your system. No excess needed. Because with compounds like this, consistency matters more than quantity. And over time, something shifts. Your skin doesn't just respond, it stabilizes. Because when your cells feel protected, they behave differently. And grapes send a quiet but powerful message. Preserve. Number 9. Avocado. The skin barrier builder avocado is different from most fruits. Not sweet, not light, but rich, dense, almost nourishing in a way you can feel. And that's exactly what makes it so powerful for your skin. Because while many fruits focus on antioxidants and hydration, avocado works on something deeper, your skin structure. Specifically, your skin barrier. Now, most people don't think about the skin barrier, but it's one of the most important elements of healthy, youthful skin. It's what keeps moisture in and damage out. And when that barrier is compromised, your skin starts to lose its strength. It becomes dry, sensitive, less elastic, more vulnerable to everything. And this is where avocado comes in. It's rich in healthy fats, especially monounsaturated fats. that help support the lipid layer of your skin. In simple terms, they help your skin stay sealed, protected, and resilient. But it doesn't stop there. Avocado is also a great source of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect cell membranes from oxidative damage. So again, you're not just building structure, you're protecting it at the same time. And that combination is rare. Now think about how most people approach skincare. They try to hydrate, brighten, smooth, but often ignore the foundation that holds everything together. Without a strong barrier, nothing else truly lasts. Avocado helps rebuild that foundation from the inside. In many traditional diets, especially in regions where avocados are native, they're consumed regularly, not occasionally. As a staple, something the body recognizes as real nourishment, not a supplement, not an addition, but part of the base. So how can you use it? Half an avocado a few times a week, in a meal with healthy combinations, is enough to start supporting this process. No need to complicate it, because your body already knows what to do with it, and over time, your skin starts to feel different, not just softer, but stronger, more stable, more resilient, because when your skin barrier is supported, everything else improves. And avocado sends a message your body understands deeply. Strengthen. Number 10. Pomegranate. The cellular regeneration secret. Pomegranate is one of those fruits that ancient cultures revered, not just as food, but as a symbol of life, renewal, and vitality. And now, modern science is beginning to understand why. Because what pomegranate does inside your body goes beyond protection, beyond hydration, beyond support. It touches regeneration at a cellular level. Pomegranate is rich in powerful polyphenols, especially collagens and ellagic acid. And these compounds don't just act as antioxidants. They help activate pathways in your body associated with cellular repair and longevity. In simple terms, they help your cells function as if they were younger. Now think about that. Most approaches to skincare focus on slowing damage or masking its effects. But what if your body could actually improve how it recovers from that damage? That's where pomegranate stands out. Some research suggests that compounds found in pomegranate can support mitochondrial function, the energy centers of your cells. And when your cells have more energy, they repair more efficiently, they regenerate more effectively, and your skin reflects that, not just in appearance, but in how it behaves. More elasticity, better recovery, more vitality. And this is why pomegranate feels different from everything else on this list. It doesn't just support the system, it helps revitalize it. Now historically, pomegranate has been used in regions known for longevity, from the Middle East to parts of Asia, often consumed regularly, almost ritualistically. Not because of trends, but because of observed effects over generations. And maybe that's what we're rediscovering now, something that was always there, just seen through a different lens. So how can you use it? Fresh pomegranate seeds a few times a week, or even natural juice without added sugar, can already begin to introduce these compounds into your system. Consistency matters more than quantity. Because regeneration is not an event, it's a process. And over time, something shifts. Your skin doesn't just look better, it starts to behave like it has more life in it. Because when your cells remember how to regenerate, your appearance follows. And pomegranate delivers the most powerful message of all: renew from the core. Now, if you step back for a moment, you'll start to see a pattern. This was never just about fruits, it was about signals. Signals your body has been waiting for, but rarely receives in a consistent way. Because your skin is not disconnected from you. It's not an isolated layer you fix from the outside. It's a reflection of how your cells are functioning, of how your body is processing stress, of how well you're nourishing what sustains you. And for a long time, most people were taught to respond to the surface, to react, to correct, to cover. But what you've seen here is different. This is about working with your biology, instead of constantly trying to override it, and when you do that, something subtle begins to shift. You stop chasing results and start creating conditions. Conditions where your body can repair itself, hydrate itself, protect itself, regenerate itself. And that's a completely different game, because aging in many ways is not just about time passing. It's about how supported or unsupported your cells have been along the way. So this isn't about doing everything at once. It's about choosing one, maybe two of these fruits, and letting your body feel the difference. Building a rhythm, because real transformation doesn't come from intensity. It comes from consistency, from small signals, repeated over time, until your body starts to respond differently. And then, one day, you notice something. Your skin doesn't just look better. It feels more alive, more stable, more like it's working with you. And that's when you realize it was never about adding more. It was about giving your body what it already understands. So in the end, this was never about finding the perfect product. It was about understanding something simpler and far more powerful. Your skin is not asking for more layers. It's asking for better signals. And those signals have been in front of you all along, in the foods you eat, in the patterns you repeat, in the way you choose to nourish your body every single day. Because when you support your body consistently, your skin doesn't have to fight to look healthy. It naturally reflects it. So now I'm curious, which of these fruits are you already eating, and which one are you going to start with? Let me know in the comments. And if this shifted the way you see skincare, take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Because here, we're not just chasing appearance. We're learning how to work with the body in a way that actually lasts. And once you understand that, you don't go back.